Now we will start how to design the form. For designing the HTML form, we require the main tag. That tag is the form tag, and inside this form tag there are the collection of the different form elements. So first is the input. Using the input tag we can display radio, checkbox, text box. We will see one by one. Then using the select we can display the drop down list box. Like when you click on this triangle, then you will get the list of the options, right? And if you want to enter the multiple line data, then we have to use the text area tag. Fine. Now here, if you see, input tag does not have a closing tag, but select, option and text area have the closing tag, right? Then the text area display the text box with a multiple rows and multiple columns, right? Then we will move to the next. We will see here one by one how to display the input, right? So first is what? Input type. Here input type is equal to what? Value. Then which type of a value you can specify? You can specify the text, you can specify the password, radio, checkbox, submit, reset and button, right? Now if you want to enter a simple text, then we have to use input type equal to text. Then you will get this symbol, or you can say area, right? Then next, if you are specifying input type is equal to password, then you can enter the data, but that data will not be visible to the user. Means what? Whatever you enter, that will be display in asterisk or in the bullet sign, right? The next is what? Input type is equal to radio. Then what is the use of the radio? When you want to choose one option from multiple option, then you have to use the radio button. Like here, if you want to select the gender, so of course at a time one gender will be selected, not both. So that we have to use the radio button when we want to select one option from multiple option. And exactly opposite of this checkbox, when you want to select multiple options from multiple options, then you can use the checkbox. For example, if you want to select the hobbies, then there might be possible that one person have the multiple hobbies, right? So that time we have to use the checkbox. The next, input type is equal to submit. Submit is what? One button which is used to save your form on the server, right? The next, input type is equal to reset. After entering all the data, if you want to clear the data, then you can use the reset button. So when you click on this reset button, your all data will be clear on the form. And then last is what? Input type is equal to button, which is always used with the JavaScript. Whenever you perform any event on that button, then particular tasks will be performed. That we will see in the JavaScript chapter, how to use the input type is equal to button, right? In this way, input type is equal to value. The value of the type contains the text, password, radio, checkbox, submit, reset, button. Now here we have to design this form. So first heading is what? HTML form. Then we have to take the two values from the user, first name and last name. Then we have to take the password from the user, so that password is equal to, we have to use the input type is equal to password. Then select gender, so of course one at a time. Now here if you see, this female is by default selected. How it will be by default selected, that we will see one by one, that we will see. The next, here we have to use the text area. Then next is the hobbies. Of course we can select a multiple hobbies, so that here we have to use the check boxes, right? Here by default two check boxes are selected, right? The next, here city, it will be display in the drop down list box. All the cities will be display on the in the drop down list box, so that here we have to use the select tag, right? Now for saving the form we require the submit button, and for reset or clearing the form we require the reset button. Now here we will start how to design the form. First, if you want to design any form, you have to start with the form tag, right? And which is the main tag cause it contains the multiple different or multiple form elements, or you can say control form elements, also called as the controls. Now when we write any tag, we usually use the attribute, right? Attribute means which gives the extra information about the tag, and we always write attribute inside the starting tag, not in the end. Here we use a form tag with the attribute name, which is used to uniquely identify the form in the same page. How name is attribute? Here name is the attribute and form1 is the value of that attribute. You can write any name, but yes, it should be unique. Now for accepting first name and last name, we have to use the input tag, right? Now for input tag, we have to specify the value for the type attribute is what? Text. Both text field contains two different name, F name and L name. That we will already see. Name value should be unique. First name and last name is the normal statement which display on the page. This is the normal statement which display on the page. And the next is what? Password, right? Which is a similar to a text field. Difference is this field accept value in the form of a asterisk or bullets. Here value of a type attribute is password. Here value of the type attribute is what? Password, and name is equal to PWD. Of course, PWD is the unique name. As we see, name should be unique. It should not be a duplicate. It can be anything. The next is what? Gender. Gender field, here we require to input type radio. Input type is what? Radio with the attribute name. Name, which here we specify the name gender, which is the same. For both statement, value is equal to M and value is equal to F. Now here you will think why both names are same, that is gender. The answer is this two radio button belongs to same group, that is gender, so that name is same, otherwise it should be different. And whatever value you give in the value attribute, like in this example we specify M, F, these values store inside the database when we click on submit button. Here we are using checked attribute which specifies the default selection for option in checkbox and radio button. Here we are using the checked attribute, so that here mail by default selected. The next field is address. For writing address, user require multiple lines, so that here we are using text area tag. Which tag? Text area tag with the attribute name rows calls, right? Which rows and calls specifies number of columns and number of rows in pixels respectively. Here one more attribute, that is what? Placeholder. Placeholder, which specifies the short hint that describes the expected value from user. Here you can see the placeholder value. Then next next field is hobby. For this field again we have to use the input tag with checkbox value of type attribute. So here also, like radio, all checkboxes are in the same group, so name also same and values are different. Using checkbox, user can create multiple options from multiple options. Then for displaying list of cities, select tag is used. Which tag? Select tag. With the name attribute. Actually, this is here it can be a name attribute. ID also one attribute that we will see in the 12th standard, right? Then option tag is used to display the option which is always used in between select tag. In value attribute here 1, 2, 3, 4 are specified, means when users select Mumbai option, then 1 is stored inside database, not Mumbai. Same if user selects Nashik, then 4 is stored inside the database. And whatever you write in between option tag, that will be displayed on the web page for user understand. If you want to store Mumbai, Pune words inside database, then you can write Mumbai, Pune as a value attribute. Then last, for save form and clear form, you have to take input tag with type attribute, and value of the type attribute is what? Submit and reset, which is the fixed like text checkbox, right? So whatever you specify in value attribute, that will be displayed on the button for user understanding. Like here, clear form display on the button, save form display on the button. If here I am writing only reset, or if I am writing here submit, then submit will be display on the button. In this way, we will see all the form elements with the different attributes. Input tag don't have a closing tag, but if you see select text area and option tag have the closing tag. Now here we will see some more attributes of form tag. Form tag contains three attributes: name, method, action. Name we already discussed. Then second is method, which specifies two values, get and post. Get and post method. Actually, it specifies how the data is submitted in the database. In get method, data are visible on the address bar, or you can say URL. It can only send limited characters. And in post method, data are not visible on the address bar and no limitation of characters. If you will not specify any method, then by default get method is used. Third is the action, which tells you where to submit or to send data. In this attribute, you have to specify the path where the form is to be submitted. Now next, text area. Here we will see already name, rows, calls and placeholder, right? The remaining is what? Max length, which specifies maximum number of characters allowed in the text area. For example, 20, 30 characters. It will not accept more than 20 or 30 characters. Then next is the required attribute. Specifies the text area cannot be blank. Now we will see attributes of a select tag. Select tag contains the attribute name, size, multiple. Name, which is used to uniquely identify the select tag or form elements. Size, which specifies the number of visible values on the web page. And multiple attribute allows the user to select more than one value. If we will not specify multiple attribute, then from drop down list box, user can only select one option. And last tag is the option tag attributes. Option tag attributes are value selected. Value attribute we already discussed. Other is selected. Specifies default selection in the drop down list. Now this is the end of your HTML